Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Winter Blues Trio by Night Owl Lacquer. These are releasing Friday, January 13th at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. These will retail for $25 for the trio or $9 each, and they were sent to me for review. I will go ahead and link Night Owl Lacquer's storefront and social media down below and get right into the swatches. First up is Winter Wonderland, and this is described as a white crelly base with a bright blue shimmer and bright blue micro glitter, as well as some shreds in there. So there is a little bit of holographic element going on in there. The blue shimmer is very, very strong. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Winter Wonderland swatched on my natural nail. So here is the first coat. This first coat does go on nice and smooth and really evenly. It is a little bit sheer here though. You do get a nice mix of all of those different types of glitters as well as that bright blue shimmer in the super bright white curly base. So I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is the second coat. I'm going to go in for a nice thick second coat here because this polish is a little bit sheer. It's going to build it up a good bit. It does build up all that glitter and shimmer as well. I did flood my cuticle a little bit there. I went ahead and cleaned that up off camera using acetone and a cleanup brush. This is just shy of being completely opaque for me, so I will let this dry and come back in and show you what a third coat looks like. So here is the third coat. Again, I'm going to do a little bit of a thicker third coat here, and this does bring this one completely opaque for me. I think that this is my top pick of the collection. It's very wintry and ethereal. I just love that blue shimmer on the white base. Here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. So this one may dry down just a tiny bit dull. A good top coat will help bring out all of that glitter and shimmer. Here's the view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So next up is Frozen in Time, and this is described as a silvery blue polish with a bright blue flaky running throughout. So those flakies almost look like they have a silver kind of duochrome effect. Really pretty. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Frozen in Time swatched on my natural nail. So here is a one easy coat. This one goes on nice and smooth. It's not gritty at all. You do get a nice amount of those flakes. This one is quite sheer though. This first coat just barely covers my nail. It did go on nice and evenly though. I'll let this dry and come back in for a second coat. Here is the second coat. I'm going to do a bit of a thicker second coat, and this is going to build it up a little bit. It is still quite sheer though. I still see a lot of nail line. If you don't have longer nails or a very visible nail line, you may not need to do as many coats as I did. That shimmer did build up really nicely. I'll let this dry and come back in for one last coat. So here is the third coat. Again, a little bit thicker of a third coat. And this is going to bring it right to the edge of being opaque for me. At certain angles, it did look completely opaque. That shimmer really helps it build up. I did do a fourth coat off camera after I did my swatch photos, and that did bring it completely opaque for me at all angles, but all of my swatch photos today show it at 3 coats. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So lastly today I have a Midnight Snowfall, and this is described as a blackened blue jelly base with scattered hollow and silver white shifting flakies. So this one has a lot going on and it's very deep and pretty. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Midnight Snowfall swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. Again, this does have a bit of a jelly base, so it did go on a little bit sheer. Got a good amount of that holographic glitter in there. I can still see quite a bit of nail line here though, so I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is the second coat. I'm going to do a little bit thicker of a second coat just to build it up. This does build up the color, deepens it a bit, adds more glitter, but it is still not opaque for me, so I'll let this dry and then come back in for a third coat. So here is my third and final coat, and this does bring this one completely opaque for me. It looks like a midnight sky on the nail, really pretty. This is, I think, my second top favorite pick. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. This one does dry down just slightly textured, so you'll want a nice top coat to help smooth that out. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. So this one is gorgeous in the sun. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So that wraps up the swatch and review of the Winter Blues Trio. These are coming Friday, January 13th from Night Owl Lacquer. I will have her storefront as well as social media linked down below. If you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.